Rock fans, hello! Have you ever wondered what the Rolling Stones' true backstage activities are like? Hold on tight. Because we're going to get into some juicy band drama today. Bill Wyman, the former bassist for the Rolling Stones, has revealed why some rockers find Mick Jagger intolerable. Is it envy, ego, or anything more profound? To discover the true causes and an unexpected turn of events, stay tuned to the very end. Let's establish the scene, gritty, unvarnished, and the epitome of rock and roll. The Rolling Stones are legendary. Mick Jagger is the perfect frontman because of his voice and swagger. However, not every member of the rock community is a fan. In recent interviews, Bill Wyman, who played bass with the Stones from 1962 until 1993, shared some thought-provoking observations. Why would a man who was with Mick for 30 years have problems? Don't click away. I promise you'll want to hear every detail as we break it down. Since band disputes frequently begin with money, let's start there. Financial disparity was cited by Wyman as a major source of his annoyance. In a 2024 interview with Classic Rock, Wyman, drummer Charlie Watts, and guitarist Ronnie Wood were having financial difficulties while Mick Jagger and Keith Richards were making millions. Wyman claimed that following a 7-year tour break in the 1980s, he ended up with a £200,000 bank overdraft. Just picture yourself playing in one of the greatest bands ever and yet making ends meet. Keith and Mick, life was arranged for them. Wyman felt like he was bearing the burden while others benefited from this disparity. Do you think that's fair? See how this added to the drama by continuing to watch? Here's a hook to hold your attention. Did Wyman reach his breaking point? Because of Mick Jagger's attitude, Wyman is not the only one who feels this way. Other rock musicians have alluded to Mick's inflated ego, which has irritated them. When Wyman chose to leave the band in 1993, he attacked Mick's bitchy behavior and called him spoiled. In the same Classic Rock interview, imagine this, Wyman informs the band he's finished after 30 years of creating recognizable bass lines. Mick allegedly said, "If anyone has to play bass, I'll do it." In lieu of saying farewell with emotion, "It can't be that difficult." Anyone would be offended by that kind of contemptuous behavior. Curious in what else Mick did to cause a stir? Keep an eye out. Let's now explore the band's past. Wyman joined in 1962 and was a founding member, so he wasn't just any bassist. However, he thought that Mick and Keith, who frequently claimed credit for the band's success, eclipsed him. Wyman was incensed about a plaque at Dartford Station that claimed Mick and Keith started the Stones. According to a 2015 BBC interview, Wyman maintained that credit should have gone to the previous leader, Brian Jones. Wyman felt degraded by Mick and Keith's attempt to change history. They seemed to have obliterated his and Brian's efforts in order to draw attention to themselves. Can you picture feeling invisible while playing in a legendary band? That's one of the main reasons Wyman and other rock stars became irritated with Mick. But hold on, there's more. Another hook is this: did Mick's tendency to be a control freak cause him to become estranged from his bandmates? Mick is shown in Wyman's stories as someone who required leadership. In a Rolling Stone interview from 1995, Mick acknowledged that he and Keith had argued about the band's future. But Wyman believed that Mick's need for control applied to everyone. On songs like Miss You, he would insist on quicker tempos or disco vibes, which weren't necessarily in line with the band's bluesy foundation. Mick has also been under fire from other rock stars, such as Keith Richards, for his solo career decisions in the 1980s that jeopardized the band's cohesiveness. Mick's bandmates occasionally felt like sidekicks because of his relentless desire. See how it all comes together by continuing to watch. Before you leave, subscribe for more behind-the-scenes drama and press the like button if you enjoy rock and roll stories. Do you think this is just band life? Or did Mick's ego get the better of him? Leave a comment below and watch this video through to the finish for an unbelievable bonus Stones truth. I appreciate your patience, and I hope to see you at the next one.